what's going on, everybody? It's time to get back into Wizard101. Maybe like yesterday, my session ended from all the way in February, or at least early March, if I remember correctly. So right now, I'm in another session, and I'm gonna continue on the path of Merkholm Keep, and hopefully we end up finishing it this episode, because this area is kind of boring.
Wizard, it's time for the Decathlon event. Come see me in the library, or click my new icon at the top of your screen to learn more.
Okay, I don't care. We're gonna raise the volume. So we're gonna start by defeating Auto Winterwatch.
What manner of beast are you? No matter, you're no match for me.
A balance guy? Well, no problem. So the shield. And we'll take out the Moonstrider Scout first. You can see that we're still breezing through these guys. It'll only be at the end when we'll start struggling again in Merkholm Keep. Hopefully this goes through. My first spell back, and yes it does. Now, he's gonna eat up all my balance damage, so I'm just going to use some hexes. And I should not have gotten rid of a second hex, because that could have been useful. Oh well, you know, it doesn't really matter that much. Can get rid of all these. There we go. Please don't defend with those shields. Ah, man. Oh well. We'll hope for power pips these turns. Hopefully next turn we get it. And he used that too. Okay. Let's use our Hydra. And that'll get rid of all the shields, so P more than likely will not replace them. And so that did a lot of damage still. We'll use another tower shield just in case. That was gonna go right after us with a sandstorm. Okay. Now I'm gonna use my balance blade on myself. Eventually we're gonna have to find those yard birds. I believe I already found the first one. And since I fizzled this, I'm able to cast a Hydra. We haven't really seen him a lot, even in Mushu. So we'll use him a bit more here, because he's good enough to take out these guys in one go. But let's see if Okay, so we do have to find a yard bird over here. Somewhere. I can't remember. Oh yeah, now I remember. I remember where the birds are. Oh. We'll go over to Wolfric Fosbane. Ah,
Your courage and battle strength are legendary. I am honored to help you forge peace between the wolves and bears. There is another matter you can help us with. Many warriors were lost in the caverns trying to find their way past the fort wall. It would be a great help if you could go into those caverns and find those lost warriors and tell them how to return.
How strange that a child shall lead me.
this wouldn't be the first time. And you see there's a Grendel right there. We'll have to talk to him later. If it wasn't obvious already. So we go up here. And down here. And we have found it. The 6th yard bird. There we go.
I thank you for helping me find my way.
And I'm glad we can use the teleporter stones without having to walk all the way over to them.
I'm ashamed to have gotten lost, but grateful you found me.
But if you come out over here, you can just come over here and then go down. And then there's another the other teleporter stone. So you can still get there this way.
You have found our lost warriors and sent them back. You are a gifted hunter. Are you certain you're not part wolf? You have shown no fear in the caverns, and your bravery is without match. Wolves cannot fight without weapons. In the fort, there is a locked weapons storehouse, guarded by Skarl Doomhowler. If you defeat Skarl, take his key and raid the armory, the wolves will be without weapons.
So now we have to go behind the gate. And this is where we'll find this boss, Skarl Doomhowler. And I'm gonna try to go into a different realm. See if he ends up by himself. There we go. And we'll just use whatever we can. This is weird, they're not even standing on the field. They just don't look right. But anyway, never mind that. We're gonna go after the Moonstrider. Hopefully they don't weakness us before we can get to there. And that was easy. Hopefully we get something great out of this. I was expecting that to hit with ice for some reason. But it just didn't happen. And that's a good thing.
You gather the weapons from the armory, leaving nothing of use.
Sweet, now we'll go in here. And this will lead us back to where we're supposed to go.
Those weapons will serve us well. Taking them from our enemies means less blood will be shed. I have heard tell of a magic dust that allows only truth to be spoken when it is thrown into the air. If we could use that dust on Moon and Mistweaver, he will stand revealed as a betrayer, his lies known by all. The Grendel shaman Herkir knows how to make such things. Can you get some of the magic dust from him? Beware his lies, though. Expect Herkir to dishonor any agreement he makes.
And what do you think happens when we try to get him to promise to do something for us? What do you think happens? Do you think he'll turn on us? You think a Grendel would ever turn on somebody? No way. That could never happen. That never happens in all of Grendel history. Grendels are basically the devil in Grizzleheim.
Few are brave enough to speak to me. What do you want? I know all things, Outlander. Secrets have no power over me. You have come for the dust of discovery, have you not? If you ask it of me, you must first pay me respect. I am hungry, and my head aches from the howling. Gather me a fine meal of stompworms from outside, and silence those howling banshees. Their wailing makes me angry.
Okay. So we're gonna use the teleporter stone to jump around. We're gonna go to the wolf camp. We're gonna wait for the arrow to tell us where to go. And there's our stump worm. And instead of facing the other direction, first we're gonna go back, collect some stuff. Never gonna miss an opportunity to do that. So there we go. Now we're gonna take out these howling banshees. The thing about these howling banshees is they have tower shield. And that's probably as annoying as it gets. Hopefully one of them, when I'm hitting them, doesn't get the tower shield on themselves. And I'm just gonna use a a Hydra spell, because in case they did do anything, they could only use Tower Shield for one thing. So instead, he would do more damage on the different goes, and then it's dead. Already. I think I overhyped how difficult this area was. Maybe it's because I've done this at an earlier level, and it was more difficult than I remember. But if it's not, it's not. And I'm not gonna have any problems with that. And that's 2 down. 1 more left, and that's what's annoying about these quests. You have to defeat an odd number. That means you need to drag another one in there with him. So we're just gonna try to get one on its own. Just to hopefully make it a little faster. Just don't Tower Shield, please. Good. This one's gonna come in, but it's not all bad news. I'm already done dealing with one of them. You guys should be scared. It's just like not wasting any time. And there we go, and on the next turn I get to just hit, and that will be that.
Now I can eat my meal in peace. Oh, hungry, are you? Well, you brought enough for us both. If you wish the dust of discovery, I must ask something of worth in return. The wolf leader Gath Duskwraith carries a golden spear called the Golden Dawn. Defeat Gath and bring me his spear. For such a fine gift, I will readily surrender the dust of discovery.
So we just have to do what he says, until he says no. And luckily, Gath Duskwraith is right next to the teleporter stone. What do you think of that?
So many fools come to steal my spear. You will not live to see the dawn!
And this boss is no more difficult than the other ones have been. Yet another one of these generic Grizzleheim caves. There's very little variation in these caves. You'd think they'd spruce up their areas more. Like, this is where you live, this is where you sleep, and then this is, it's just big enough to have a battle with somebody. Well, it's their cave, so maybe they go camp out somewhere. That's probably what they do. But then again, in Marleybone, apparently a person's place is their clock tower. You can live in a clock tower. You just, I think there's an elevator down. So there's a way to live. I guess that's just the top floor area. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for a few more turns to build up some pips. This should be the last one. It should do enough from this. Probably would have done enough a long time ago. The Golden Dawn. I'm telling you, he better part ways with his discovery dust, or we're going to turn him into dust.
Let me see what you have brought for me. Now, that is a very fine gift indeed. Now that I've a fine spear and a full belly, well, there's no need to show you any more respect. Leave me be. I'll not waste. What will you do about it, little one?
What do you mean, what will I do about it? What do you mean?
I warned you to leave. Now you'll pay the price.
Ooh, scary. Another turn where I go first? Is this a dream? I'm pretty sure this is a dream. There's quite a bit of health too. I'll use Hydra on the little guy. Wow. Okay. Oh, you're fizzling too. Will you fizzle too, please? Aw. I thought you were nicer. Thought you were friendly, Grendel. I never thought that. Now I'm gonna set up for a potential judgment on the big guy since I couldn't defeat the little guy. I'm not even gonna call him by his name. He's just the big guy or the little guy. He fizzled again last turn. Oh wow, now you're gonna Banshee me because you can't use Storm successfully? That's lame. Oh my god, he stares at me and he does that much damage? That's some BS right there. But there we go, we're gonna defeat him on this turn. I was hoping that one of the storm spells went through. Sometimes you hope that you get damaged. Just a little.
That was unwise of me. I will honor our bargain, young one, and give you what you want.
Herkier hands you a small wooden bottle with runes carved all over it. It feels like it's full of dust.
Tell your wolf friend, Wulfric Fosbane, that I honored our bargain.
Yeah, right after I clobbered you, I'll tell him all about it.
Did you get the magic dust? I hoped that the Grendel would treat you fairly and without lies. The king of the wolves is Varric Icefang, and he is within a runestone chamber at the heart of the Wolf Fortress. He keeps the captured Thane, Ivar Anderson, in that place as well. The runestone chamber is warded by 2 locks that must be opened, and there are many guards along the way. Though bears would counsel a forward attack, I suggest a distraction. Set fire to a shelf somewhere and defeat the guards when they present themselves. Once the guards are dealt with, your path to the Raven, Moon, and Mistweaver is clear. Confront him, use the dust of discovery, and reveal his lies.
So now what we have to do is we have to go down here, go all the way around.
You set fire to the shelves. The fire is too small to hurt anyone, but will cause the necessary distraction.
Where did... There's gotta be a part that I'm missing. I don't know where that part is. Oh, there we go. Now we go down here and down here. And the yard bird right here. So we're gonna stop the video here, and in the next video we'll take on Moon and Mistweaver. If that's their name. I can't remember. Moon and Mistweaver, I think is the name. See you later.